Hey guys, I'm Tiffany,
And I'm Stephanie,
and
and
we're
we're
Sisters
Sisters
of
of
the
the South.
South, coming to you with episode 5 of Missing Persons Monday. Yeah, let's get started with the story.
Sure, let's get started. A 5-year-old girl clad in gray pants and a pink shirt, her blonde hair cropped short, came in from gardening and went to play with her toys in the basement of her family's home. That was the last time anybody saw her. Summer Wells disappeared on the evening of June 15th, 2021, sparking a weeks-long manhunt in the rugged mountains of the terrain of Hawkins County. Hundreds of tips called into the Tennessee Bureau of Investigations have been dead ends, and some in her family have all but given up hope of finding her alive. "I'll see her in the resurrection," Summer's dad, Donald Wells, told the Kingsport Times-News on a Monday. A timeline of events that lead up to June 15th. At 5:30 p.m., Summer was planting flowers about 20 feet from her family's house on Ben Hill Road in the unincorporated county of Beech Creek with her mother and grandmother, her dad told the Times-News in the early days of the investigation. She reportedly went inside and told her 3 older brothers she wanted to play with her toys in the basement. But when her mother, Candace Wells, came inside a short time later, Summer was nowhere to be found. 6:30 p.m. on June 15th, 2021, Summer was reported missing to the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office. Midnight on June 16th, 2021, the Tennessee State Bureau of Investigation released an endangered child alert for Summer. Shortly after 11 a.m. on June 16th, 2021, TBI changed the endangered child alert to an Amber Alert. The endangered child alert is issued when there is a concern for a child's safety, while Amber Alerts are reserved for the most serious of missing children cases where officials believe a child is in imminent danger. At 4 p.m. on June 16th, 2021, officials with the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office and TBI held the first of what would be several news conferences updating the public on the search efforts. About 30 tips were called in before the end of the day at 1 p.m. on June 17th, 2021. Search teams said steep and dangerous terrain, including dense canopy coverage and ground cover, were hampering their efforts. Poor cell phone service was also making it difficult for them to communicate. At 8:40 p.m. on June 17th, 2021, investigators began asking anyone who lives on or near Ben Hill Road to check their trail cameras, surveillance footage, and outbuildings for any sign of Summer. On June 18th, 2021, Summer's father spoke to the media outlets for the first time, saying he was at work when Summer went missing. "When I got home, I drove to the bottom of the property and I realized that all my neighbors and stuff were combing the woods looking for her, and I realized right then and there that she was not here." Wells told the Time News, "I knew right then and there that she was gone because she would never leave there on her own. Somebody had taken her." On June 19th, 2021, TBI shared photographs of Summer's house and property where she was last seen. June 22nd, 2021, 1 week after Summer's disappearance, TBI reported receiving at least 221 tips. Investigators continued to push the residents in the area to check their barns and crawl spaces for places a child might hide. Specialized searches in the Beech Creek community carried on. June 23rd, 2021, investigators set up a roadblock to ask drivers if they noticed anything unusual on the day Summer disappeared. June 26, 2021, TBI asked for the driver of a Toyota pickup truck to come forward after a witness reported seeing it in the Beech Creek area in the late afternoon or early evening on June 14th or June 15th. Officials said the person may have seen something related to Summer's disappearance. The truck was described as a 1998 to 2000 maroon or red Toyota Tacoma with a full bed ladder rack along the white buckets in the truck bed. To date, the driver has not been found. June 27th, 2021, officials announced they were scaling back search operations. July 1st, 2021, Polk County Sheriff's Office in Wisconsin told WJHL Summer's disappearance renewed interest in the case of her missing Aunt Rose Marie Bly, who vanished in Polk County in 2009. July 2nd, 2021, Hawkins County Sheriff Ronnie Lawson told WJHL they had received no solid leads from the over 750 tips called in. July 11th, 2021, Lawson told the Times News Summers' case is nowhere even close to being cold. On July 12th, 2021, TBI confirmed they've received 935 tips regarding Summers' disappearance. In a recorded video, Lawson told the public everything is still on the table. We're still trying to find out what happened to Summer, so everybody is still a person of interest, he said. On the same day, in an interview with the Times News, Summer's father, Donald Wells, expressed little hope that she is still alive. He also confirmed that he and his wife and his mother-in-law all passed lie detectors tests in the early days of the investigation. July 13th, 2021, Shelley Smitherman, Assistant Special Agent in charge with TBI, said investigators typically have a credible tip or lead to go off of within a couple of days of a child's disappearance. That is the frustrating part of the law enforcement in this case and for the public, she said. We will continue to investigate and to search for Summer in the public's eye. There may not be as much media attention given to this case, but that does not mean that we will stop what we're doing. What to know? At this point, Summer has blonde hair and blue eyes. She's about 3 feet tall and weighs 40 pounds. And of course, guys, this was from back in 2021. So we're talking 3 years.
Yeah.
But at the time that she became missing, she weighed about 40 pounds and was about 3 feet tall. Investigators said she was last seen wearing gray pants, a pink shirt, and was possibly barefoot. It seems like a lot of these people that go missing seem to
barefoot.
go without their shoes. It just seems to be a repeated piece of information on each missing person that we've done here recently. And it's very strange to me. I don't know what to think about that. Anyone with information about Summer's disappearance is asked to contact the TBI at 1-800-TBI-FIND or the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office at 423-272-7121. Tips can also be emailed to tips2tbi@tn.gov. So guys, there's a lot of information throughout the years. I've watched a lot of videos on Don and Candace Wells. There's a lot of drama that goes on. And I don't know what to think at this point. I think that the possibility of bringing her back home alive is probably bare to none at this point. But we want to get her face out there. There's some information out that this Toyota truck could maybe have possibly picked her up, and there could be some ex-trafficking situation going on in that
There's
area.
a lot of speculation that her parents could know where she is. It's when they show pictures of the property, it doesn't show any way somebody could get onto that property that did not know the family. They have a lot of dogs. The dogs would have been barking. They're not close to the road.
Well, it's rough terrain, and they would really need to be familiar with that property and
know where she was at the time to take her out of the house,
right,
and off of the property.
Because they had just gotten home, and where her bedroom was located was kind of down in the basement. I think she slept with her parents or shared a room with them. And I know there was a back door that led out of that lower portion. But as her parents said, she would not leave by herself. And so I find it very odd, because if her mom and her grandmother were just right around the other side of the home, doing their planting and potting of flowers, wouldn't they have heard or seen something? Dogs barking. I know that some neighbors just up the way from them had heard some screaming or some yelling around the time just before she went missing. So I, I know that there's a lot of preconceptions as well about her parents, and I've seen some of their reactions on YouTube. They've got a lot of scrutiny throughout the years, and I'm not sure if they've just lost hope. I know they started very early on and got criticized for speaking of her in past tense. I'm not sure how I would relate to that or how I would speak in that situation.
Until you're in that situation, you don't really know.
But Summer Wells at that point in time had shaved her head. There is a picture of her sleeping in the back seat of her mom's vehicle. And so she had very, very short hair. And so I don't know if there was a sighting of her, if people would think she was a little boy instead of a little girl. Although she was very beautiful, people will just assume with a short haircut like that or a shaved head that it would automatically be a boy. So I do worry that maybe someone might have seen her at some point, possibly, and just thought that was a little boy, not a girl. But she's a very beautiful little angel, and we would like for her to at least be, if she's alive, brought back home safely, and if not, put to rest in a proper way. And she needs to be brought home. She doesn't deserve whatever's going on or what happened to her. It's not deserved, and she needs to be safe. So yeah, it's just sad. I've watched this unfold for about 3 years, and it bothers me. And also, they just don't put her face out there like they did in the beginning. And so that's what we're here for. We want to put her face out there. Anybody, and 3 years is a long time, but anybody that may have any information, please reach out to the police. Any little thing. This Toyota truck, if they're not reaching out to the police, maybe they don't know they're being looked for, but this could be the key to the whole case of where Summer Wells is. And so we just pray that something comes up soon or some information comes out so we can bring this baby home.
Guys, don't forget to hit the like button below. Please share our videos, like and share our videos. It's very important to get these faces out there.
Absolutely. And comment in the comment section, letting us know what you think about the case, or if you have any ideas on what could have happened to her, please share that with us.
We would love to hear your opinions.
Yeah,
your
because
thoughts.
Sometimes we think in a box and we don't, we can't think past it. We're not familiar with that area. But sometimes it just takes people putting their heads together and talking things through to find these people and get them back home safely. So yeah, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to subscribe. Please share this story with your friends and get little Summer Wells' face out there so we can bring her home. But most importantly, see the good and stay imperfectly perfect. Until next time, bye guys.